Hello, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I gotta check over here and be sure my mic is working, and it is working. So it's 8:35 on Wednesdays, and I am always right here with another live video. So if this is your first time meeting me, I'm Dr. Twanna Carter as a career coach. I empower stressed, busy women leaders who are tackling imposter syndrome, self criticism, and doubt. I help them alleviate their stress so that they can find peace of mind while focusing on excelling in their careers. Welcome. Tonight we're talking about the secret powers of growth mindset that every Black female executive and leader should know. Again, welcome. I do welcome your questions. Got it set up over here. So your comments. Feel free to drop comments, ask me questions. I welcome all of it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the secret power that every Black female executive and leader should know, right? So, if you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button on LinkedIn. Always love it when you subscribe. You can ring that notification bell and you will get notified every time I schedule a new video to drop or just when I decide to drop a video and drop more knowledge, right? And also remember to share this video with other trailblazers who may need the insight as well. Remember that we're all on this journey together. So, the growth mindset was actually introduced by psychologist Carol Dweck. Hey, Camille, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Love it. And so, yes, Carol Dweck, Growth Mindset. If you haven't read her book, it's a good read. I've read that one. I read it. It's a really good read. And really, a growth mindset is the belief that it is your own abilities and your intelligence that can be developed, right? With dedication and smart work. I don't try to use hard work because for many Black women, that was the thought, the mindset when we were growing up. If you get a job and you work hard, you will be promoted, you will be recognized, and you'll get what you want. But nowadays, it's not really true. Okay. It's about working smart, not just hard. All right. Because there are many corporate offices that are filled with hard working Black women. They've not been promoted in years. They've trained their managers and their directors and their CEOs and their CFOs. They train all of them and they're still at the same place working hard. So it really is about smart work. Okay, there's a difference. It's about smart work. So Camille Jones says, "Love this topic. Can't wait to learn more from you." Thank you, Camille. I appreciate it. And so again, positive, growth mindset is really a positive mindset. It's about understanding that your skills and your intelligence, your abilities can be developed, and with dedication and smart work, you can move forward and get the things that you want in your career. It's also the key that really can unlock our full potential. And so let's talk about why this is so crucial for Black female executives and leaders. Resilience is a cornerstone of a growth mindset. And unlike some people saying, they go, well, resilience is about bouncing back. No, resilience is about bouncing back stronger. Because if you go through some things and you bounce back where you were, right, there's no growth. And there's every chance that the next thing that comes is going to knock you over because you didn't get any stronger. And so, yes, resilience is that cornerstone, but it's about bouncing back stronger. In the corporate world, failures and setbacks is a part of the journey. Really, in an entrepreneurship journey, nonprofit, same thing. Failures and setbacks are just a normal part of the journey. But with the growth mindset, those experiences can become stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks, right? By adopting that growth mindset, You can look at criticisms because Lord knows we're going to get them. Your hair is too curly, too straight, it's too long, it's too short, it's too this color, it's too that color. So you're going to see personal criticisms. You're going to see professional criticisms. You weren't decisive enough. You're too authoritative. You made a decision too quick. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of criticisms, right? And so when you see criticisms and setbacks, you see them not as an attack on your worth, but as opportunities for learning and growth. That's what a growth mindset will do for you, right? So Camille says that part, bouncing back stronger, making the comeback epic. Absolutely making it epic, right? That's what a growth mindset does for you. You take all those criticisms and all those setbacks, and it's not an attack on who you are. It's not an attack on your value and your value and what you're worth. Look at it as an opportunity for learning and growth. Imagine the possibilities. Imagine all of the possibilities if you convert every challenge into an opportunity. Right? Right? So I say that now, but let me just be the first to admit I have social anxiety, and I'm an introvert. So when I first started off my career, for me, failure meant death. It meant if I failed at something at work, it meant that I myself was a failure. It meant that my education was a failure. It meant that my total package was a failure, and I had no value. Right? I didn't have a career coach. It weren't that big then, and I had to. That's one of the things that contributed to my success is I had to shift from a fixed mindset, right? With the fixed mindset, it is what it is. You got what you fell, and that's it. Really had to shift from that to a growth mindset, which is why, that's why I do what I do now. And I love coaching women because I do get women coming in with the fixed mindset, thinking I failed, I messed this up. And then you know how it is when we make a little mistake, big mistake, medium sized mistake, it's like the whole office comes out with knives and they pounce on you and they talk about you and they criticize you, which can have the effect if you don't have a culturally sensitive career coach, it can make you feel that the total package of you is a failure. And so we want to avoid that by adopting a growth mindset, right? A growth mindset helps us break free from limiting beliefs. And it gives us the power to redefine how we perceive ourselves and our capabilities. You know when you've hit it, when you are the only person that you allow to define your worth, your value, your self esteem. You should be the only one, right? You're the only one that should be doing that. Also, a growth mindset encourages us to focus on our potential, continuous learning, and self improvement, right? All of those things. So let's discuss adaptability, and let's just say, especially whether you're in corporate, whether you're nonprofit, that landscape is always ever evolving. A growth mindset can really make you more flexible, more innovative, and open to new ideas. Because guess what? You don't do it all right. Folks that are working for you, your direct reports, they have great ideas. You just have to learn how to tap it, right? So Camille says, you are so in control of you. Absolutely. With the growth mindset, you are, and you have to be to move forward, right? Change is not a threat, but again, it's an opportunity for innovation. And sometimes that innovation comes from your direct reports. Sometimes it comes from those adjacent to you. And sometimes it comes from above you. Sometimes it's your stuff. And when it comes from you, own that stuff, own it, right? A growth mindset also alleviates the unhealthy stress of perfectionism because it's not about the destination, right? It's a journey of growth and who you become, right? When you start enjoying the process of growing, it brings more fulfillment in your careers. When your career aligns with your values and aligns with who you are, it just brings more fulfillment, right? And some people, there are a lot of folks that have done this. They have gone into tech because they're chasing the dollars, and they're finding out that the environment is in some cases it's not that friendly, but also people are it's not really matching their values, right? And so you have some decisions to make. Do you shift and do what you can with the growth mindset and find your place in tech? Or do you find your place somewhere else with tech-ish things, right? That's why it's so important to have a growth mindset and not just chase the dollars, because the dollars won't make you happy. Yep, paycheck, you'll get to a point it just doesn't make you happy. Okay. So again, embracing a growth mindset is essential to our success and executives. This mindset it serves as a tool for personal achievement and a catalyst for just a broader change, right, throughout your organization. Again, whether you're corporate or whether you're nonprofit, right? So let me hear from you. How are you fostering a growth mindset in your professional life? Well, let's talk professional right now. What do you do? Drop it in the comments. What are your experiences and tips? Right? How are you setting that growth mindset for yourself? I often have had people say, every time I turn around, you're learning something, you're taking another course. You should just slow down and stop and be happy with what you have. I'm a lifelong learner and I love knowledge. I love knowledge. When new things come out, and it's not, sometimes it is for the sake because it's new and I want to learn it. Oftentimes, though, it is related to who I'm working with and which of my clients I'm working with and how I think it may help. But that's one of my ways where I adopt that growth mindset to always be learning. Because when you stop learning and you stop changing, you stand still, the world doesn't. It keeps on going and it will pass you by. And I've met folks, I've had folks, done sales calls with them, discovery calls with them, and they stop growing. They literally they stop learning. They don't go to classes, and they wonder why they're not getting promoted. And they're like, I'm tired of training the directors that come in. I'm tired of training the VPs, and I'm tired of training everybody else to move forward except for me. So that you're stuck. But if you think about it, if you're consistently training your directors and your VPs and your CEOs and your program managers and your executives and your C-suite leaders, that means you've got it. You've got something. But it's a fixed mindset that has you sitting there thinking like, well, I can't do this because I can't do that because, right? Growth mindset. A growth mindset is how you turn that around. So Camille says she joins communities, yes, that support and grow together. She loves audible books, stepping into new, unknown, but intentional environments, absolutely changing with the times. Yes, yes. And then having systems where you can learn and grow with. That is so important. That is so important for the professional side. And then she also says that I also work on my personal wellness to keep my clarity and my energy. That is so important because we talked about the professional side, but there's also a personal growth mindset, right? You got to move your body. As I said, move your body because some people get like this when you say exercise, like, oh, not exercise. Move your body. Whatever kind of way you move that body, just move it. Because when we talk about resilience, and there are 6 domains, right? Of the 6 domains, health, everything rests on health. Because if you lose your health, you've lost your career and you've lost your mortality. You with comorbidities, you're not living as full of life as you can. You don't have as full relationships as you can because health underpins it also. Yes and no. We talk about growth mindset professionally, but personally, it is just as important. Your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. They are all important, right? So Dorinda says that adaptability is critical. Absolutely. It is really critical, right? Adaptability professionally and adaptability. I've had clients who get up in the morning and they take care of an elderly mom. They may leave and take care of an elderly grandparent. and they may go take care of someone else, and then they go to their job. So they have to be fluid, flexible, and adaptable to get everything done that they need to get done, right? So growth mindset is just as important professionally as it is personally, right? And Camille also says, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Absolutely. I tell people, I was in the military. So with all the road marching and folks in the military can tell you with all the road marching and running with the rucksacks, 30, 50, 60 pounds, it does some things to your joints, right? But I was in the military over 30 some odd years ago. I still exercise because I understand if I don't use it, I will lose it. And if I don't have my health, it just really starts to take everything else down. You're not living a less than life, right? And so maybe that's something we'll talk about. The professional, the personal side of growth mindset, right? It is just that important. Okay. So I do appreciate the tips and the comments and everything, and do keep them coming. Before I leave, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like if you're on LinkedIn, or a heart, a thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, same thing. And do share it with your network so that we can help other Black female executives and leaders on their journeys. Because sometimes when we sit in these places, and we're the only one, or they're the one of two, it can feel very isolating. And when we're isolated, it does affect our mindset. And so really share this with them, and let's continue to foster that growth mindset together. Because remember, your journey is about learning and growing and succeeding. So until next time, stay resilient and keep growing. All right. I will see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye bye.